Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. In today's video I'm filming this look for you right here, which is a review on the brand Rude Cosmetics, and this is one of their eyeshadow palettes that I used to create this kind of smoky mermaid glam vibes. I don't know, blue and green just screams mermaid, doesn't it? And obviously with the beachy hair and everything like that. I do definitely have some thoughts, feelings, opinions and emotions towards the products that I have used throughout the video. Rude Cosmetics have kindly sent me out these products, but this video is not sponsored. They have just gifted me the products to use, but I haven't been told to say anything in particular, and as always, opinions are my own feelings. Okay, so yeah, definitely if you would like to see how I created this look and my thoughts, feelings, opinions, emotions on the product, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on my social pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. We've just hit 5,000 followers on Twitter, Instagram, which is amazing, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much if you have gone over and followed me, and without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. The first product I have to try is their Eyeshadow Primer. Usually I use my P. Louise base, so I'm kind of intrigued to see how this works. So this is what it looks like. It's quite light in colour. I did select the colours by talking to the people from Rude Cosmetics, so I'm not entirely sure if they have other shades, but I will pop something on the screen or leave it in the description box down below. So I've already done my brows. I used the Pink Honey Wonder Wax in the shade Fudge, and I'm just going to pop this all over the lids and then blend it in with this brush from Eyeshadow to kind of like carve out my brows. Okay, so it just comes with a little spatula. I'm just going to pop that directly across the lid on both eyes. I'm not using tape today. Also taking that right in that inner corner because I get some blueness there. And then I'm going to take my Eyeshadow brush just to carve out my brows and then pat this into the lid, just like I would do the P. Louise base. It dries down quite quickly, so I probably should have done one eye at a time, just as a heads up. Yeah, it dries down super quick, which could be a good thing for just like how it helps your makeup go on, but I would definitely advise doing one eye at a time because it's almost gone a little bit like cakey, a little bit, just where I haven't had time to blend it in. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's gone a little bit strange right here. Like, I don't know, can you see? I'm busy seeing it, I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see the texture. So I feel like I definitely should have done one eye at a time because this eye isn't as bad as this one, and that's the one that I didn't blend in enough. Okay, I'm just going to quickly redo this and blend it into the eye straight away because I know for a fact if you don't have a good base, your makeup is not going to go well on top. So I'm just going to quickly, I'm going to take a cotton bud and some micellar water and just kind of remove the product and then redo it. I'm not removing right to the brow because I've kind of carved out that area. Let's try again. Go, 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 go. Literally, it dries down so fast, but that's definitely works just going in like straight away. So if you want to use this primer, I would definitely advise doing one eye at a time. Like, it dries down so fast. Okay, I am back. I'm not gonna lie, not my favourite eyeshadow primer. This eye has gone so much better. This eye kind of went a little bit cakey again right here, but it's definitely not as bad as the first time round. So I might have to try it out again. It might be good for like a cut crease, but maybe not to actually like prime the eye because it does dry down like super quick. I am now going to move on to the shadows. So for eyeshadow, I have this palette here, which is the Badass Rude Girl 35 eyeshadow palette, which comes in like a comic book style, which I think is really cool. I also have the Rude Awakening palette right here, which has some more like khaki tones. You can kind of see the shades on the back, but I am going to use this in another video. Today I'm going to use this Badass Rude Girl palette because I've got like a bluey purple top on on, and I kind of feel like using some blue tones. So these are the colours inside. I'll do a close-up now because I know for a fact that this will be out of focus, but I will just do a little synopsis of the shades. It's a really cool palette. It kind of reminds me a little bit in comparison to the Jaclyn Hill palette, maybe? I don't know, possibly, like with the purple vibes and stuff. But I want to use the blue tones. So the first shade that I'm going to take is this navy blue shade right here in the palette. Please excuse my nails, they're going to be like this for the next month or so until the nail salons open again. But I'm going to pop that through the crease as my first kind of like transition shade. I'm not going to do a cut crease today, I'm just going to do kind of like a smoky eye. So I'm going to take this blue right here, and I'm just going to take that on this kind of like domed pencil brush from the Madison Beer Morphe collection. Okay, and I'm just going to start by popping that kind of on the outer corner of the eye, just like tapping that in. Just so like the outer corner is really nice and dark. And then I'm going to take that all the way through the crease. Okay, now that's on there, I'm just going to intensify that. This is a really nice kind of like smoky blue shade. Putting it on this side should be interesting because this is the kind of eye primer that hasn't gone as smooth. I think my hand kind of like skipped then. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think it's a really nice like dark blue kind of smoky shade. It has actually gone quite nicely on top of the eyeshadow base. Okay, I'm now actually going to take this kind of bluey grey colour right here. Bluey purpley grey colour. It might go a little bit muddy, but I feel like I have a vision in mind. So I'm going to take this to blend out that dark blue. It's not going to be a perfect blend to start off with, I know it, but it will come together. So I'm going to take a Morphe M456, which is quite a skinny blending brush, to apply it. So I'm going in with the shade right here. So I tapped off the excess a couple times, and I'm now just going to start from the outer corner and just kind of tap that on top of the dark blue, just so it's kind of like on there to start off with. Ow, I just like full on poked myself in the eye. And I'm now just going to start the blending process. I'm just going back in with that blue shade. I'm just going to re-intensify the kind of crease and then bring that into the grey. Just in little circular motions. I've been blending for a little while and I'm really happy with the blend now. It's perfect for a smoky eye. I guess I'm just not used to wearing like cool toned shadows, which I think I just wanted to switch up today. So this isn't really a big step, but I'm just going to go into this shade here, which is like a pinky kind of beige shade, just to blend out the brow bone a little bit. And I'm taking that on a Morphe M562 brush. Okay, I'm just going to very lightly blend out that kind of grey colour. That's just nicely softened the edges. I actually kind of feel like I want to pop a shimmery brow bone on, and I'm going to take this shade right here at the top of the palette, which is just a shimmery kind of almost white kind of shade, and I'm going to take this on a BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, which is a super small flat shader brush. It actually looks like it's got some blue reflex in it, so I feel like it may be perfect. Just going to pop that right in the arch of the brow. And I'm just going to take that Morphe brush that had the beige shade on just to blend out the highlights so it's not so like sharp. Now we're going to do the lid. I'm resisting the urge to cut my crease. I want to do more of like a smoky eye. So there are some beautiful like smoky kind of shades in this palette. Like you have that super beautiful purple, which I could do. My top's blue and purple, it could be a vibe. But I'm also really drawn to this like blue brown kind of duochrome shade, if you can see that. And then also this like more tealy green shade. So, okay, I'm actually, do you know what, just to make things simple, because I feel like I'm just going to do like a very nice shimmery smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with that blue brown duochrome shade that's kind of pulling me in. It reminds me of MAC's Blue Brown Pigment, if just for a comparison. So I'm going to take that and pop that across the lid. I have a new setting mist, which I will talk about later when I actually use it to set my face. This is the Radiant Lasting Makeup Mist. Cool packaging, looks like this. I'm just going to spritz a flat shader brush to pop that shade all across the lid. Just helps pick up the shimmer a little bit more. Loaded up my brush with a good amount of the shadow, and let's go. Oh, pretty, yes. Yeah, this is perfect, perfect, perfect. Really beautiful greeny colour with a little bit of like brown in it. Really nice. Pull that up into the crease slowly. This is beautiful. Their shimmers are amazing, like just from this one shimmer. I love this shade, like complete mermaid, siren kind of vibes. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this shadow. It's really, really beautiful. I'm so obsessed with that shimmer shade. Like, that is gorgeous. It's got like a really unique duochrome. I thought it was going to be like matte blue brown, but it's not. It's like green brown. Like, it's got a brown background to it with green shimmer. It's really cool, and it goes with the smoky eye really well. I'm just going to pop a black liner through the waterline. I'm going to use an Urban Decay Zero Glide On Eye Pencil. I've just popped a little bit of the Eyeshadow Primer underneath the eye, and it hasn't done the cakiness under the eye, I think, because I blend it out so quickly. And now I'm going to take the same blue shade that we've got in our crease just under the lower lash line with the same brush. Kind of pushing that into the lashes as well, so there's like this little kind of gap as possible. Oh, I like this. I haven't done like a proper smoky eye in a long time. I'm going to do a matte smoky eye at some point soon. So that's it for shadow. I'm going to take the Police Eyeliner Up eyeliner pen, which looks like this in its packaging. I just want to show you like how cool their packaging is, and it's cardboard, so it is recyclable. This is what it looks like. Quite cool packaging. I'm not going to do a wing, but I am just going to do a fairly thick line just across the lash line, just because when we put the lashes on, it's going to blend in. It's so much nicer. Okay, so it's a nice like brush tip, which is kind of my favourite type of eyeliner. Look how dark that is. That's such a good liner. Taking it a little bit too far, but it's fine. I really like this liner. It's super easy to use. It's got a really nice like pointy tip to it, so you can get a lot of precision with it. When I eventually do another winged liner look, I definitely will use this. Really like this liner pen. I'm now just going to give my lashes a quick curl. Now I have a mascara to try. This is the Sultry Eyes mascara, which looks like this on the packaging. I'm just going to pop some of this on. This is the brush that it comes with. Okay, so it's a brush tip. It's got one of those mascara ones that kind of goes like smaller in the middle, so I'll give this a go. I've actually been into my mascaras recently, dare I say it, so I'll be the judge of this. Okay, Okay, it's definitely a lengthening mascara. Okay, I like that. It hasn't gone clumpy. I think this is a good like everyday mascara. If you want length, then this would be good. I'm now going to pop some lashes on. These are the style L from Eye Candy. They're bigger at the outer corner. They're quite piecey and curly. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on and I'll be right back. I am back. I've just done my base makeup because I wanted to just include the Rude Cosmetics makeup in this video, but I will link everything else that I put on my face in the description box below if you are interested. So next up, I rebronzed, but I'm going to do some contouring, blush and highlight with the No Filter 3D face palette. This is the Roses one, and this is the packaging, which is like super cool. Like all of their packaging is really cool. So you get 3 shades: Threshold, Wild Ride, which has a little bit of shimmer in it but not too much, and then this shimmery highlighter shade called Pure Illusion. So I mean, I think this might supposed to be a bronzer, but I feel like it's a little bit too cool toned, so I'm going to use it as a contour. I've already put a little bit of the Peaches Makeup bronzer on, so I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics No. 3 contour brush and just dip into the edges of this and use it to contour my cheeks. So I'm just going into Threshold on like the edges of this brush, and I'm going to use this to contour, just stamping it on the back of my hand because I never know how pigmented contour and bronzer products are going to be. It's had a nice little touch of depth. Okay, I like this like contour bronzer powder. Okay, I like that contour. I feel like that sucked in my cheeks nicely. Now I'm going to pop on the blush, which is called Wild Ride. Just tapping off the excess and on the back of my hand. Oh, I like this. It's nice and peachy. Yeah, I really like that blush. I feel like it's awakened my face. I like to take my blush a bit like higher out. I feel like, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I don't like putting blush like right down here because it just makes your face look a bit saggy. So if you smile, think about it. Put blush here. When you let go, it's going to be down there. Don't want a saggy face. I mean, you might do. That might be your preference, but I don't. So I like to kind of lift the face with it. And I always like to put on quite a lot of blush because I find it kind of sinks into the skin. I don't know if you find that with blush. Yeah, I really like that. Got a little bit more on this side, but it's fine. I'll just blend that out a bit. I'm now going to set the face with the Radiant Lasting Mist we used earlier on the eyeshadow brush. So let's see how it works on the face. I really like the packaging of this. I'm not really a blue kind of gal. I say that, well, I've got blue eyeshadow on a blue top, but I just mean day to day. Like, I'm not really like a blue gal. Like, blue's not like my colour, but I like the packaging. I think it's quite cool and fun. Quite a wet spray, and I'm going to use the fan to dry. Then I'm just going to spritz my highlighter brush with a little bit of the spray. I want my highlight to be popping, and then I'm going to go back to the face palette and take the shade Pure Illusion for my highlighter. I'm going to pop this onto my cheeks, tip of the nose, and then also the inner corner. This also has a little mirror in it, by the way, just a heads up, and it's like a good mirror. It's not one of those like bendy ones. Oh, that's a blinding highlight. I like that. Load it up. I want a really intense highlight. I feel like the world's gone off highlighter, but for me it's here to stay. I'll pop a little bit of that on like the end of my nose. I just really like the way it looks down the nose. Of course, the other cheekbone. Just using the highlighter brush to kind of like buff it in a little bit. I really like this highlighter. I think for the face palettes they do have other shades, and I picked one of the lighter ones. I will definitely have a look, but I like this, and I will definitely be able to wear this on days that I don't have tan on, although I'm just trying to tan every week now just because I always feel a bit more confident when I've got fake tan on. Okay, I'm now going to pop that in the inner corners, and I'm just going to take it on a pencil brush. I was going to put the shade that I put on the brow bone, but I just feel like I want to do the highlighter shade. They're not that different though. Ooh, really pretty on the inner corner. Yeah, that's definitely like kind of completed this eye look. Really like the face palette. That is something that I will use on a daily basis. I am just going to quickly pop some mascara on the lower lashes. I've got a few lip products to try right here, and I'm going to do a nude glossy lip. I just feel like there's no point me just trying to do like a bright pink lip or a purple lip or whatever when I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is authentic content. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just know I do a nude in every video, but it just goes with every makeup look, okay guys? Okay. I will do red lips and like burgundy lips and stuff like that from time to time, but I'm going to do a nude. So I'm going to take the 2-for-1 lip liner and brush. This is in the shade Morning After, which looks like a brownie nude. I forgot to put mascara on my lower lash line, didn't I? 2 secs. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. That's the brush end, which I'm going to use for my lip gloss later actually. And then this is the lip liner. It's a twist up, which is good so you don't have to sharpen it. So I'm going to use this to line my lips. It looks like a nice colour. It's quite creamy, which is nice. Yeah, I like this colour. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but it is actually like a lip liner that I would use like normally. I'm now going to take the Maleficent lip crayon. Oh, sorry, Matnificent. Ah, I get it. Matnificent lip crayon. I love a lip crayon. I do. I used a Morphe one recently and I really liked it, just in the shade Nude. And this is the packaging on the inside, and it looks like this. Perfect, and it will match the lip liner amazingly. Oh, I like this. This is a lot lighter than lip liner, so I'm going to create a nice little ombre lip. I really, really like this lip combo. Really like it. And then finally we have a lip gloss. This is the Juicy Berry lip gloss. It's just a clear gloss, but I'm going to put it on with the brush so I don't ruin the clear lip gloss. That's the only thing with clear lip glosses, is I always feel like I'm going to ruin them. It's in the shade Pure. Oh my god, it's actually so pretty. It's this pink packaging. Love the packaging. Okay, I'm going to use the brush that comes with the lip liner to apply it. Just kind of loading up this lip brush. It has a nice like sweet smell to it. I love this lip. I'm actually really happy with this makeup look. Eek. So this is the finished makeup look and I am obsessed. This is like smoky, like on holiday vibes, I think, actually, because of the peachy pinky lip. It might just be because of the way my hair's curled, but I love it. I obviously had some thoughts along the way. My least favourite product I tried was definitely the Eyeshadow Primer, and then my favourite product with the lips, with the, I can't choose between, but the lip liner and then the lip crayon. I love this lip combo. It's the perfect peachy pink. It's so nice, and I love a peachy pink. I feel like it just really like brightens up my face. The face palette was also really nice. This is definitely something that I would reach for, and I feel like the blush was really nice. Even though it's got a little bit of shimmer in it, it's not too overbearing, as I'm not a big fan of like a shimmery blush, but it's very subtle. It's more like a satin finish. The highlighter, popping. And don't forget, I do film under 2 big studio lights and a ring light, so it does wash out the highlight a little bit. If I was to film this in low light, you would definitely see that highlight. Else, the setting spray was nice. It is a little bit wet, so maybe just hold it further away from the face, but it's not an issue. Like, my makeup didn't go streaky, it's just something that I noticed. What else? The mascara was lovely. It didn't give like clumpy lashes or anything like that. The eyeliner, where are you? I have got mess everywhere. The eyeliner is really, really good. Like, look at how thin you can get a line. Like, you can barely see that. Like, it's so good. Really kind of like detailed tip to that. And then the badass Rude Girl palette that I used was amazing. I loved the shimmery shades, like that duochrome that's on the lid. Amazing. When I was speaking to the brand, they were saying how they're kind of known for their shimmers, if I remember rightly. So I do want to jump ahead and use some of the other shades, like the purples, the kind of bronzes, that pink at the top there, and that teal kind of colour at some point. So I definitely will do another video on Rude Cosmetics. Maybe not a targeted review, but just kind of using them in a video, so make sure you are subscribed for that. I'm going to be doing a khaki makeup tutorial soon, and I think I want to use the Rude Awakening palette that I showed you, but I'm going to save that for the video, so you'll have to wait and see for me to kind of dive into that palette. But yeah, I'm absolutely like obsessed with this look. I feel like I need to have a cocktail in my hand, which obviously isn't going to happen anytime soon. And yeah, I'm just absolutely obsessed. Thank you so much to Rude Cosmetics for sending me out these products. This video is not sponsored. They haven't paid me to do it, but they did send me out these products, and I told them that I would do a first impressions kind of review video on it, if that kind of makes any sense. So it's an ad gifted, not an ad that's paid. But as always, all opinions are my own. I haven't been asked to like say anything in particular or anything like that. Just do what you want. So yeah, I really like this makeup look. The brand is also vegan and cruelty free, which is amazing. We love it, and I feel like every brand should just be vegan and cruelty free. Like, I know it's kind of a sales point for me because it like, that's what I'm passionate about, but I do just feel like, come on now, like we are in like the 22nd century, 21st century, I don't know how it works. I don't know, that sounded really stupid, but basically I just feel like every brand should be vegan and cruelty free now. But yeah, that's definitely a plus for me. The lip gloss is also really nice. Like, that packaging is so cute. So nice. It smells like kind of fruity, but it's not too overbearing. So yeah, is there anything else I haven't touched on? That is everything. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did make it this far, well done. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I cut out like the base part of the video, so hopefully that kind of shortens it down a little bit. Let me know what you think of that as well, if that kind of helped the speed of the video. If you've made it this far, then I guess that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Follow me on my social media channels. I am shivonmakeupbiz on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. I've just hit 5,000 followers on Instagram, which makes me super happy and proud. It's kind of like a big goal I had for a long while, so thank you so much if you have gone over to my page and followed me. If you haven't, definitely go ahead and check it out. I'm doing fashion, beauty, makeup content, all sorts. It's a lot of fun over on there. But yeah, I hope you are all well, safe and sound, and I shall see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!